is up? What is up? What is up, everybody? It is Phil Nagy on Sports joining you here on a Thursday afternoon. Hope you are doing well. It is officially week 17. We are getting down to the nitty and to the gritty. And so I just went ahead and without letting you vote on it, decided to pick this one for our NFC game of the week. It is going to be a big one. In fact, it's the Monday night game, as you can see right there, of week number 17, and it's going to be Jared Goff and the Lions literally playing for their playoff lives at 7-8. They got to get a dub here if they want to try to stay with the Bears, who are currently leading the North. And for these Panthers, everybody except for the Buccaneers at the top of the NFC South is all 9-6. So this is going to be a game that separates those teams as well. So appreciate you being on. Excited to see this one. We haven't seen the Lions. I don't know if we've seen them all year. Maybe early in the season we saw them. I don't really remember. There's David Montgomery, of course, their new running back number 1. So excited to see how the Lions look. Of course, always a little bit of Lake Erie love for the Detroit Lions from Browns fans. Either that or just shared misery for decades. And also I know we have some Panther fans on as well. Hey, Mitchell, welcome in. All right, here's Bryce Young. Here's a look at what he's done here in his rookie season. 28 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 4,500 yards. Not too bad for a rookie. I think that breaks Baker's records from 19. Of course, Herbert broke them the year after that as well. So let's get this one started. Again, that's Miles Sanders, the running back. I think he's supposed to be wearing number 0, which is why he has a weird number 6. Hey, Filligan, welcome in. Go Browns as well. I wanted to do the Browns game, but I want to make sure Kit can join me now that he's back home. So we'll do that at a time where he is available to join. So I may do the other games to start with and then get the Browns-Rams game in as well. As you look at the guy I had to make to be Frank Reich. Hi, Karen, welcome in. Nice opening down run, by the way, by Miles Sanders. Here he is again to the left side. Sanders breaking tackles, and then Anzalone throws him to the ground, but 2 carries and 20 yards. Yeah, that was as close as I could get. Middle-aged white guy for Frank Reich, I'm afraid. Which is crazy because he's in the game as the Colts coach. I don't know why you can't just make one go to the other as he breaks tackles and then will eventually get taken down. 3rd and 2. No gain officially on the play. A lot of white jerseys up at the line. They'll go Sanders again. Or excuse me, this is Chuba Hubbard, and he's got the first down. And Chuba up to the midfield stripe with a nice run. So they've run it 4 times in a row to start the game of the Carolina Panthers. And now they'll go again with Miles Sanders to the left side. And if it's working, I guess keep going to it. Anzalone once more in there. Of course, not mirroring the injuries happening in real life. Of course, we know as the new defensive starter right there, you'll see the superstar number 2, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. He was actually already injured, I believe, out for the season, unfortunately, for the Lions. But I did not take him out. We are not mirroring injuries. We are mirroring roster moves, though, so when you do see the Browns, they will have Shelby Harris. He plugs right into the starting lineup with a higher rating than Mo Hurst, Siaki Ika, or Jordan Elliott. So you will see him right away whenever we do have our Browns sim, although I'm not sure what number, because he wears 93, which is Togiai's number, so just see what happens. Here's a boot action to the left side, and a quick throw and swatted away by the cornerback that time, trying to find DJ Chark. Hey, I love football. Welcome in. Pressure coming, and he's sacked from the right side. Is it Kaminsky? It is. John Kaminsky got around that second-year left tackle, Ike Ekwonu, and he just completely whiffed on him, and Bryce Young had nowhere to go. Sets up a 3rd and long. Back to pass blitz coming, but they take care of it right away. Young to the right side, tipped, and then almost intercepted. He was trying to go to his tight end, and it's incomplete, and they will have to punt this one away. So a decent opening drive for the Panthers, but they stall out just into Detroit territory, and this one will be punted and angled out of bounds, but inside the pylon. And so bring it out to the 20. And that's where Jared Goff takes over. Take a look at Goff's numbers. 26 touchdowns, just 8 interceptions, over 4,000 yards passing for Jared Goff. We'll see how he does in this one. Again, David Montgomery, his new running back. You'll also see 26 Jahmyr Gibbs out there quite a bit. A weapon they drafted in the first round, maybe too early. And here is Gibbs right away. Actually, you can see he's a superstar already. Number 26, Jahmyr Gibbs. He'll go for 4. Apparently has already popped as a superstar, so that's pretty exciting for them. Back to pass, Gibbs stayed in the game as well. Quick throw over the middle, that's Jamison Williams, and he's got a first down to the 37. Give Jared 16 on the completion for number 16, and Jamison Williams, of course, has to miss the first 8 games, something like that, of the season with that suspension for gambling in the facility. Hey, 504, welcome on. This game has big implications for your Saints, as everybody other than the Buccaneers are tied at the top of the NFC South. Tipped and intercepted! Jared Goff will get picked off across the middle. What a play, Dante Jackson. Unique little dance moves there. Looked like he's the one who tipped it to himself, too. Oh, no, it's actually Jamison Williams who just dropped it. It hit him right in the hands and went right into the hands of Jackson, and that is an unlucky way to start the game for Jared Goff. Going to his favorite receiver, and Jamison Williams just drops it down. Here's a big hole for Sanders to the left side to the 30, inside the 30 to the 27. That's a big time run of 20 for Miles Sanders on first down. Couple tight ends to the right side for Bryce Young. He's under the center. Turn around, give it to Sanders again, and Sanders will be ripped down to the ground. You can see there number 46 in white. That's Jack Campbell, their other first-round pick that also people thought they reached on. Yes, I love football. Very excited, ready to... Oh, he almost jumped it. He tried to jump it for the interception. Bryce Young very lucky to be getting this football back. That's Hayden Hurst again, the former Bengal, who is now the tight end. Look at this linebacker. Ooh, just jumped right in front. That's actually the safety, Tracy Walker. And he just missed it. First down and 10. I'm ready to throw this game in the trash. It's given me all sorts of headaches over the times that we've had it. It's accomplished its purpose. Sanders to the right side. Nobody's with him. A good tackle by C.G.J. Easy for me to say. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. Looked like there was nobody over there. You can see even that from that camera angle, there were no Lions there. Good pursuit, but a first and goal from the 1 yard line. I just hope that they've cleaned up some of the things that we hate about it, most notably the quarterback mechanics. And here's shoot up the middle for no yards. Screen game. Hey James, I hoped you'd see what your boys are on here. Bryce Young, second and goal from the 1. Stretch it left side with Sanders. He tried to dive. I don't think he got in. That's the rookie safety, Brian Branch, from the Alabama Crimson Tide. Shuts down Miles Sanders, and now they try it again, and Sanders breaks 1 tackle, but he can't break 2. There's the rookie middle linebacker, Jack Campbell, who was right there to slow him down. And then the cavalry showed up as well. Sanders broke the first tackle, but took too long breaking it. Then Anzalone, Derek Barnes, and others got over there. Now a 4th and goal. And the Panthers will settle for the field goal here with Eddie Pinheiro. So 3-0 off of the Jared Goff interception. Panthers are able to score 3 here at home. And that gives them a 3-0 lead. Again, this is the Monday night game of Week 17. So that's why it's a little darker on the screen outside. See there the Rams and Browns. Last home game for the Browns at 8-7. If they win the game, they will win the division. Then that last game you could see there, Baltimore at 6-9. And I think Cincinnati also at 6-9 now as well. So the Browns can actually afford to lose one of the 2 games. They cannot lose both. Good pressure there forces Goff to get rid of it. back to pass. Shuffling, now firing back across the middle, incomplete in the direction of Jameson Williams. Just 1 for 4 to start the game for Goff. 3rd and 10, he's back to pass. Shuffling, firing deep left side. Goff tipped and picked again. J.C. Horn, the second tip drill pick for the Panthers. Kind of an arm punt for Goff. Threw this one deep down the left side to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And did he keep the toes in? Tipped it to himself. Did J.C. Horn, the former first-round pick? I think he did. And no booth review and a big first down. Change of possession, and the Panthers now with some momentum. See if they can throw a touchdown, and they almost give it right back. Emmanuel Mosley had it fall out of his hands. Both quarterbacks a little bit scary to start the game. Here comes motion from DJ Chark. They'll fake the pop pass to him, and now fire over the middle. Knocked out of his hands. That was Thielen. Adam Thielen there, and Alex Anzalone, the linebacker, the flowing locks out of Florida. Knocks it out of his hands. Blitz coming this time. Bryce feels it. He'll get rid of it to Sanders. Can he get the first down? He cannot. He got 9. He needed 10 for Miles Sanders. And I think this is going to be a punt, unfortunately. Nope. Frank doesn't want to go for it. He will punt this one away and let his defense continue to try to ball out. Jared Goff already thrown 2 first-half tipped interceptions. 3-0 now, back onto the field. 1 of 5 for 13 yards and 2 interceptions is not the best way to start the game. Mr. Goff, appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy for Nagy on Sports joining you here today. It is week 17 of our 2023 season sim. This game has some mega playoff implications, which is why I chose to watch it. Pressure coming, and Gross Matos absolutely decapitates Jared Goff all the way back to the 6-yard line. Yetur Gross Matos beats the left tackle Taylor Decker, and then poof, just knocks down Goff. If he hadn't, there would have been several others. Brian Burns is the next one to get there, and now a 2nd and 21 from the 6. Swarming defense from the Panthers to start. Goff across the middle, short throw to the rookie tight end Sam Laporta. Another tight end out of Iowa. And they had T.J. Hawkinson and traded him, and then drafted his heir apparent at Iowa. Throw over the middle. It's going to be David Montgomery, but he's not even going to get close to the first down. He just got back to the original line of scrimmage, which is where Shaq Thompson cleaned it up. And so the sack on first down proves to be too much to overcome. And Jack Fox will have to punt this one back to the Panthers. Appreciate all of our subscribers. Thank you guys so much. You are truly awesome, and the straw that stirs our proverbial drink. If you haven't had a chance yet to subscribe, we really appreciate that as we continue to pick up a couple every week, which is just awesome as we continue to grow Nagy on Nation. We're officially over 1,070. I think we're at 1,071 at last count. So we really appreciate you. Quick out route throw to the left side to Adam Thielen, who leads the NFL in receiving yards. Look at that, 139 catches, 1,700 yards for Adam Thielen. Currently leading the NFL, I believe, in both those categories. Although Elijah Moore's got to be getting pretty close. We do very much appreciate it as well. Make sure you like the video. YouTube likes that. It helps to grow the audience as well, especially for our Panther and our Lion fans in this one. You know, this time Levi O is going to get back there. I just call him Levi O because I don't want to have to mispronounce his last name. 3rd and 14 with 90 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Don, it's been one of our biggest gripes. Offsides. It's been one of our biggest gripes. In fact, it is our biggest gripe with this version of the game. Is that the QB mechanics have just been so broken, and they always turn their back, and it either ends in a sack or it ends in an interception. And we've seen that a bunch with Deshaun Watson just because we've seen all of the Browns games. You know, he leads the league, I think, in interceptions because there were a couple games where he just threw 4 or 5 or 6 interceptions in a game. because he would roll out and then spin and then throw it to nobody but the other team. So it has absolutely been our biggest gripe. And yeah, the screen game doesn't work, and yeah, the time management, and they never spike it on their own and stuff like that. Those are all very low-hanging fruit gripes, but the QB mechanics just being absolutely broken have been the most frustrating part of Madden 23, especially as we get further and further away from their updates. You know, they're not updating the game as regularly to take care of some bugs. We've seen some bugs for sure. Goff is going to roll now. He'll throw back to the left. Nice throw in space, and that's going to be caught by Laporta for 5 yards to be a 3rd and 5. Back to pass again. Goff, they've thrown it 10 times in this game. He'll go deep to the right side, and that's just way out of bounds. And they're going to have to punt again. Gosh, lots of punting to start this game. And again, the Lions just can't seem to get the offense going. Maybe try handing the ball off here. They've had one handoff in the game, and it went for 4 yards, and they've yet to hand it off again. As Shi Smith returns it back to the 23-yard line. And here come the Panthers. 23 seconds left. They'll fake the jet sweep to Thielen, give it to Miles Sanders up the middle, shoves Anzalone back for 8 more yards. How about 9 carries for 53 yards to start the game for Miles Sanders? 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and that'll do it for quarter number 1 here. 3-0 from Bank of America Stadium. It is week 17 of our 2023 season. Sam, we've been going through the whole season, doing every single Browns game, as well as one additional AFC and NFC matchup. This is our NFC game of the week, as voted on by me because I thought it had interesting playoff implications. How about that dart to the right side? DJ Chark with a big-time catch. He came over from these Detroit Lions last year. 18 yards on the play-action boot and a huge play for a first down, even though that Bryce Young got hit hard there. And then Cam Sutton, the former Steeler, on the tackle. 1st and 10 up to the midfield stripe for Bryce and the Bullets. Young, you can see, has popped as a superstar as well. He's back to pass. He's shuffling in the pocket, and he's going to be taken down from behind. Romeo Okwara. They've still got Romeo and Julian both on the team, and Romeo gets home from behind on the sack right as Anzalone was ready to, right as Bryce Young was ready to chuck that one away. Hey, George, welcome in. Go Browns. This has been a defensive struggle, Karen. Ooh, Bryce Young to the right side, but there's another first down, kind of stringing them together a little bit. And that's Laviska Shenault for about 10 to the right side, and a first down for Laviska. Waiting for him to pop as the star that he had hoped to have been drafted. Here comes Miles Sanders. He'll juke through the middle on a first down. He's running hard. Definitely trying to shove it in the Eagles' face that y'all messed up by getting rid of me. Of course, they got DeAndre Swift, so there's sort of the third. Eagles are the third party of this love triangle here. David Montgomery, of course, coming from the Bears, though, not the Patriots. Panthers. That would have made it perfect. Across the middle, Thielen, and dropped. 2nd and 10 from the 29-yard line. Bryce Young out of a shotgun. Now he'll give it to Sanders. He'll try the left side. Good cut into the ground, and he's got him near another first down. He's run really hard in this game. Give him 7 more to set up a 3rd and 3. Miles Sanders, a very, very solid first half with over 60 yards on the ground. Now Bryce Young, throw it to the right side. I think we're going to get holding or some sort of block in the back situation. And that's exactly what it's going to be, unfortunately. Bring this one back. Or maybe they'll decline it. Nope, they are going to decline it and give them the 4th and 2, and the Panthers are going to go for it. So here we go. Give it to the fullback. He got it. Is that Tremble? It is Tommy Tremble, lined up as the fullback and took a handoff up the middle for 6 yards. Cute little play there for Tommy Tremble, and a first down inside the red zone now. First time into the red zone. Left side, Hayden Hurst, and he's got the first and goal situation. Nice catch there Again, coming over from the Cincinnati Bengals, Hayden Hurst. Good drive here. Frank Reich's got cooked up to start the game. Pressure coming, and this time they're going to get home. Everybody blitzed. Gardner Johnson was back there. Cam Sutton was back there. There were a whole bunch of white jerseys. This was a massive 1, 2, 3, 5 guys eventually into the pocket that time, but Gardner Johnson and Tracy Walker, the double safety blitz, gets home here. Offensive coordinator is a Rams assistant, so we'll wonder if they'll be running a Sean McVay type system, or if Frank has his system. Now 3rd and goal. Middle, touchdown! Adam Thielen, the NFL leader in receiving yards this season. And now he gets his 7th touchdown of the year to boot. And that is a huge drive for the Panthers. Took a lot of time, and they got into the end zone. 10-0 with this kick pending. Hey, Marlowe, welcome in. Hey, Applied, welcome in as well. Yeah, he is not super tall. He's shorter than Baker. I don't think he's shorter than Kyler, but he's not tall. That's been the one knock, of course, on him in terms of prototypical kinds of prospects, but plenty of people arguing that he played behind an NFL offensive line in Alabama and never seemed to have problems seeing over the line or finding windows to throw. So we'll just have to wait and see how it goes. If he can kind of buck that trend. A little throw over the middle. Good catch. That's Marvin Jones Jr. He's going to be wearing number 0 as well. I think that's just the 2nd catch of the day for a Detroit Lions player, meaning the 2nd completion of the day for Goff here with 8:50 in the first half to play. Now they'll try left side David Montgomery. He'll angle back towards the middle. And he will run into defenders wearing the black and the blue. Shaq Thompson credited for the tackle. Goff now. Shuffling. Frank Radnow giving Derek Brown the business, and then Goff throws late and it should have been picked. He threw late into triple coverage. Interesting, okay. We'll be curious to see what they look like. The run first offense with a rookie quarterback who you want to try to protect. So the Panthers defense has been very good to start the game. Look at DJ Chark. He has 855 yard. Man, that's part of the reason we're basically going to have 2,000-yard receivers if Chark has a pretty good day here today and whatever they play next week. He'll stretch it again with Sanders, and this time Jack Campbell and Malcolm Rodriguez, a.k.a. Rodrigo, if you watched Hard Knocks last year. No gain. Back to pass. Quick throw left side to Thielen, and then he'll go down immediately, give him a gain of 3. Sets up a 3rd and 7 here. 3rd catch of the day for Adam Thielen. Of course, coming over from the Vikings in free agency. Here's a fired over the middle and a big first down again for Thielen. Showing you some of why he is leading the NFL in receiving yards. Beautiful run after catch. Pretty unlikely candidate to do that in real life, but you know what? More power to him for Adam Thielen. And if he becomes Bryce Young's most popular option, then I think you could do a lot worse than that. Miles Sanders up the middle. 13 carries, 74 yards already for Miles. Back to pass. Shuffling, now firing in the middle. Caught again. Chanel has it to the 50, and they'll say first down yardage is achieved. Must have just got that ball across the line now. 1st and 10. 2nd catch for Laviska. Now Sanders again. It's definitely so. Whoever this playbook is that they're running this game, James, would definitely make it feel like they're a run first. Already 14 carries for Sanders. Chuba's got about 3 carries as well. Now shuffling and rolling is Bryce Young. Now he'll fire on the run to the right side. Caught and then almost picked off. Rather, not caught. Adam Thielen had it in his hands, bounced off of him, and then went into the outstretched hands of the Detroit defender, but couldn't bring it in. Here's another first down on third down. 15 of 22 now for Bryce Young in the half. He's done a pretty nice job. Again, appreciate everybody being on Phil Nagy on Sports. Thanks so much to all of our viewers here today and our subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, we'd appreciate that. If you want to take your fandom to the next level, also you can join us on our Discord channel, which is an app, if you've never used Discord, for communication, mostly amongst gamers, but it's just anybody can use it. So Kit and I have a Discord channel. You can chat with us in between sims, chat with us during Browns games, vote on various things related to the channel, and find out in advance of when we are simming a seam shot to Thielen. First down in the red zone at the 15. What a throw from the rookie. And Adam Thielen, you are seeing that chemistry between Bryce and Adam here in this game. Young again, looking poised in the pocket. He'll zip it left side. Got it inside the 5. DJ Chark, and he's got a first down and goal. That had some heat on it from Bryce Young. And now here come the Panthers again to try to blow this thing wide open. Yep, I would say that's a smart way of doing it, James. First and goal here now from the 4. Lions absolutely need to try to hold him to 3. Here comes Sanders up the middle, and he'll be thrown to the ground by Okwara. And we've reached the 2-minute warning here. Week 17, beautiful look at Charlotte in the background. 2023 sim season, we're almost done with it. Going to try to get it done before the new game comes out. We'll get a little bit of preview. Again, if you've never been on Nagy on Sports with us during a regular season, it's just because the beginning of the school year, my schedule gets a little bit busier and things like that. We don't quite sim as much. We try to sim like middle of the week, and it's usually the Browns game to see more of as like a preview of what could be. And as we get some more free time, we may do other games as well. Touchdown! Laviska Shenault Jr. And he's into the end zone, and the Panthers now putting a big stamp on this first half with a second touchdown pass from Bryce Young. And a beautiful, beautiful drive there again by Bryce Young. He has looked sharp here so far. 15 plays, 84 yards. Took 6 minutes and change off the clock. 17-0 now is the result. Hey, Wendell, welcome in. The Browns game has not happened yet. I wanted to try to make sure I could get Kit back on the call since he's back at his house. But he's at work right now, so we'll try to get the Browns game to you here in the next day or two sometime when he can do it with me. So I sort of preemptively voted on this one to do in the meantime. A lot of tight races. This one has huge playoff implications, as 3 of the non-Buccaneer teams in the NFC South, I believe, are all 9-6. So at last check, all 3 of them were in the playoffs. Here's another throw over the middle again, and a first down this time. Marvin Jones Jr. Back to pass. Goff again, left side to the rookie Jahmyr Gibbs, and Gibbs will be thrown to the ground right at the first down, and then they'll go ahead and call their first timeout. So this drive's had a little bit of juice to it for Goff. Getting some points before halftime would be very important. They will receive the second half kick. Back to pass. Setting up a screen to Jahmyr Gibbs. Awkwardly caught, but somehow has got space for a first down and more for the rookie, and Jahmyr Gibbs just needs to get out of bounds there. That took so slow to develop, and somehow it actually worked because of it. And now first down up at the 33 as I think they're into Riley Patterson range. Jeremy Chin is the one who knocked him to the ground. Did a good job to keep him in bounds. Pressured. Goff steps up, short throw over the middle to Gibbs, and Jeremy Chin again right there on his backside. I know it actually did, Wendell. And it looked very odd and slow. Still just 2 runs in the entire game for the Lions. 18 passes make this number 19 to Jahmyr Gibbs. And now they've got a decision to make. They'll go hurry up again. Marlo, we do. We've been talking about it for a while. Some of us louder than others. Goff, and he'll throw it away. Some of us louder than others about one more veteran defensive tackle. He visited maybe at the end of July, and it was a name that everybody wanted. And my guess is it just took him some time to kind of figure it out in terms of what they were willing to pay and what he wanted. It's a $5 million deal, or 1 year worth up to $5 million. So we don't know exactly the specifics yet. My guess would be a lot of incentives or some void years or something on there, since Andrew Berry's really good at that stuff. But yeah, I think he'll start right, slide right into your top 4 defensive tackles. You got Tomlinson and Harris, then you got Ika and Elliott, who you're sort of hoping to take steps, and maybe you can make them a little bit more situational because of Harris. I know that his tape has been pretty good, and that's how we'll get to halftime here, by the way. 17-3 in this one. A lot of people wondering how he could still be a free agent because his tape was really good. He's played a good amount of years, most recently in Seattle. And we signed him, Wendell. We signed him yesterday. So got the defensive tackle help that many of us have been pleading for. And again, not just on the channel, but a lot of the Browns beat writers and other tweetniks and things, or X or whatever Twitter is called now, has been asking for. And so that was really kind of the missing piece. The only other question now is, do they bring in a running back? How long do they think Ford will be out, and do they need to bring in another running back? We'll see. Goff shuffling, firing left side. And he's got him on Ross St. Brown. Just the first catch of the day, I think, for St. Brown. Goff has thrown it a bazillion times here in this one. And they've handed the ball off twice in the whole game. That is the first catch for St. Brown. First and 10 at the 45. Fake the handoff. I don't think you're going to fool anybody. Now Goff, deep left side, out of bounds. Had his hands on it, but he would not have come in bounds. Quick throw on the slant. Caught. A late flag. Maybe roughing?
Holding. Offense.
Wow, a late hold on the offense. That's Jonah Jackson, the left guard. Go Bucks. Sets up a 2nd and 19. Well, Wendell, they've won 2 in a row at us, so they've got some recent bragging rights. You can forget that they won twice in the 20 years prior, but they've won the last 2, and 3 years ago they didn't want to play us because of COVID. They COVIDed out, so technically they haven't lost to us in 3 years. How about this one to the right side? Josh Reynolds with a nice catch. He beat Shaq Thompson, and a first down for the Lions to the 27. By far their best drive. Here getting to the 37th. So we're just going to have to take it until November when we can try to get it back from them on the field. We just got to sit here and take it. Quick little dig from the right side to Jamison Williams. Just his 2nd catch. Sam Franklin, safety on the tackle. Couple tight ends to the right side, and a run. Wow, what a novel concept. David Montgomery, just his 2nd carry of the game. Now 3rd and 2 from the 19. Goff under center. Black jersey stacking the line. They'll try to run against it, and Montgomery's going to get the first down somehow. What a run. He was absolutely stymied in the backfield, and I'm not really sure how he got the first down, but he did. Are we going to get a replay of that? We are. See him get pushed back. You can see the fullback flew backwards, but he somehow made his way over to the hole and got a first down. Inside the red zone now for the first time today for the Lions. Jahmyr Gibbs, the rookie. He'll try to go over the top, and he's thrown to the ground. He tried to hurdle the defender, and he got caught in midair and thrown to the ground. That was wild. Left side, and that's a catch for Laporta. Oh, they're doing a series. HBO or Max is doing a series on the Ohio State-Michigan rivalry. I hadn't heard that. I heard that there's a documentary out about the Florida teams. crazy Florida, early Urban Meyer Florida teams. Because they were talking to Joe Hayden and he declined to be a part of it. On the Browns. I think Joe Hayden's like on the staff now. He's going to be doing some social media PR work, it sounds like, I think maybe with the Browns. David Montgomery won't get much there. Sets up second and goal from the 5. Camus Grugier-Hill. One of my favorite players to say his name. On the tackle. Motion from the tight end, James Mitchell. 13 personnel in the game with all 3 of those tight ends. Goff's going to throw out of it. Left side. Right at the line, but he's going to be a yard short as the rookie Sam Laporta. 3rd and goal here. Excuse me, that was not Sam Laporta. That was right. And now Montgomery, and he's not going to get home. Oh, I see. I see the one about William Bowe. Okay, that's cool. The 10-year or the 100-year war, the 10-year war, whatever they call it. Oh, go for it, Campbell. You win. Riley Patterson. His kick is up and it's good. And yes, he is wearing number 36. So 17-6. So back-to-back scores. The miniest of double dips for the Lions with a field goal at the end of the half and a field goal at the beginning of the half. Look at Miles Sanders. 17 carries, 85 yards today. That's 5 a pop. Just now getting the football with 8:06 in the 3rd quarter. That was a long drive for the Lions. Now here's Sanders again, right into the middle of the Lion defense. The battle of the big cats here with the Lions and the Panthers. Sanders again. Can he get the hole? He can't. That filled up quickly. Aleem McNeil. Talented nose tackle from NC State gets home. 3rd and 6. Back to pass. And he got it over the middle again. First down to Chenal. Bryce Young. Very efficient now. 19 to 27. 183 yards. The 2 touchdowns. Bryce Young wheeling and dealing a little bit back there. His team with an 11-point lead. Back to pass. Fired over the middle. Caught in space near the 50, and then it'll be thrown to the ground by Anzalone. Jet sweep to Chenal. Oh, he can't get the corner. Nicely set there. That's Cam Sutton. Free agent cornerback who makes a nice tackle playing in the slot, I believe. Ooh, up the middle, and this time Sanders will absolutely be swallowed. McNeil's like, I've had enough of this. And that's another punt coming. Pistol look here. Fake it. And then over the middle. And I think Jameson Williams dropped it. Yep. Screen. He got hit as he threw, and he caught it, but he was swallowed up immediately. Burns almost buried Goff that time. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 4th catch of the day. Here's Gibbs on a 3rd and 14. We'll set up a punt. first and 10 after the punt. Sorry, I had to look at my phone for a minute. Did we see a... Packer would have thrown that, you said? Did I miss a fake punt? Sorry. First and 10 here, 2:59 to go. Bryce Young with an 11-point lead. Lots of momentum in his back pocket. He'll sling it across the middle to Chenault again. He found a hole in the middle of that defense. Rhino, Wendell, you've been excited about the Godzilla movie. Oh, yes, he did have some fake punts. For sure. At first, I thought you misspelled Hooker, because the backup quarterback for the Lions is Hendon Hooker from Tennessee. So I thought you were saying Hooker like that. And I was like, wait a minute. Hendon Hooker was in the game? Did they try a fake field goal or something? Because he would be the holder? That's why I got confused. Third and 8, blitz coming. They take care of it for now. Young steps up, deep shot, left side, end zone. Dropped it in the end zone. / good coverage by Cam Sutton as he tried to connect with, it looked like DJ Chark up there at the top of the screen into the end zone. Instead, they will settle for Eddie Pinheiro and 3 more points from 50 yards exactly. And it is now 20-6 here with 1:11 to go in the third quarter. Appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy. Nagy on Sports is the channel. Only place on YouTube where you can find simulated football and basketball, baseball, soccer, and hockey games with live original commentary, interacting with you, the faithful fans on the chat. I follow a couple other channels that sim games just because I'm curious what they do, and everybody else just has the generic Madden announcers. They just push go and walk away for 90 minutes. I can't figure out how they have so many views and so many subscribers. But they do. Holding on Taylor Decker, go Bucks. That's right, Equalizer 3 for sure. I saw the previews for that one as well. Goff. Little angle route to Jahmyr Gibbs, and I think you're going to see Gibbs catch a lot of footballs for the Lions. Again, kind of like Bijan, they're going to try to use him as a weapon and justify and say, oh no, we didn't take a running back in the first round. We took a weapon in the first round. Up the middle, Montgomery, and he'll be stuck for a yard. Speaking of football movies, did anybody watch the Johnny Manziel documentary yet? Or documentary? It wasn't a documentary. It was just a Johnny Manziel puff piece that he made himself to try to get a few bucks. I have not watched it. I don't know if I will. They only talk about the Browns for a few minutes at the end, I guess. But yeah, it would have been different if it was like 20 years or 30 years had passed and he was like had showed some remorse, but it didn't even sound like he was contrite about anything or showed any remorse. It was just kind of like, yeah, it was crazy. I was crazy. My life was crazy. But it didn't say like, and I'm sorry. So we'll see. First and 10. Goff now, right side. Caught by Jahmyr Gibbs again. It'll be hit late, maybe out of bounds. No flag though. 2nd and 6 with 14 to play here in the game. Yeah, they have stopped getting home, James. You're right. Here's a draw now to Gibbs. Left side to the 40, to the 45. He's got the first down. And that's where he will go down. Xavier Woods over there, as well as Eric Rowe. 20-6. A lead and some momentum for the Panthers. Now Goff gives it to Jahmyr Gibbs again. The rookie up the middle, and he'll get tripped up by Gross Matos and Derek Brown there in the middle of the Panther defense. 2nd and 6 for him. He'll go empty. Goff, blitz coming up the middle from Shaq Thompson. He'll get rid of it quickly and knocked out of the tight end Laporta's hands. Great coverage there. Now 3rd and 6. shoved out of bounds. First and 10. For Goff and company. Pressure up the middle. There's your pass rush, James. Derek Brown. He's one of my favorite players on your team. I would love to steal him for our Browns. Right up the middle, completely untouched because they were trying to set up a screen, and that big boy can run. That's an easy sack for Goff. 2nd and 21. Now he'll throw it in the middle. Caught by Williams. There's a pick route. 2 guys are in the same spot, and Williams has got a big chunk of that sack plus more back. Now a 3rd and doable from the 24. Throw it over the middle. First down. To the 9-yard line. And somebody move her. Those jibs. Pressure. Hit as he throws. Kind of fell on his ankle. Oddly got rid of it to the left side. 2nd and goal. Montgomery up the middle, puts his head down. Wendell, I don't know. We haven't seen Dobbs yet. We'll see Dobbs on Friday. He's kind of, everybody was assuming, is the for sure backup. DTR is a very fun story and a very talented kid. You know, the question is if, you know, Sean Watson rolls an ankle and has to miss the second half of the game that you have to win, do you put DTR in there or do you put Josh Dobbs in there, who has NFL starting experience, incredibly smart, not going to turn the ball over. So we'll see. Now, if Dobbs looks terrible on, you know, he's going to play Friday. My guess is he'll play some against the Eagles in the game. The rest of the starters won't. You know, like, it was very obvious that DTR was better and the team responded more to DTR than Mond in the first game. So if it's that obvious in the difference between Dobbs and DTR, I mean, it's not out of the realm of possible that he could be the backup going into the season. But my guess is that he's going to be that third string break glass in case of emergency. The Brock Purdy rule, as you know, they've instituted, so you're allowed to have a 47th guy, basically, like an emergency third string quarterback who's available and doesn't count against like the 46 that you have active for a game day. So my guess is that person would be DTR for the season, but I suppose there's a chance that they could keep DTR active and make that person Josh Dobbs if they wanted to kind of build in these secret little packages, as Romeo Okwara is going to get around, being blocked by Hayden Hurst. 1v1 with a tight end. It's a pretty easy matchup to win. Now a 3rd and 19. They still hold the 11-point lead after both teams have traded a field goal. Bryce Young now stepping up. Got to get rid of it. Instead, he'll eat the safety. Very lucky that it wasn't. They said it was fumbled. And that's going to be a safety. 2 points. Still doesn't make it a 2 or a 1-score game, sadly. But Bryce Young's got to, and he did fumble it. He's very lucky that that wasn't fumbled and recovered for a touchdown. Aleem McNeil providing the pressure. Hey, Sean, welcome in. Go Browns. And now with 8:10 to go, the Lions, they're down 9. Can they get a little bit of a spark from their defense there after the safety in the end zone? Goff out of a shotgun. He'll give it, nope, fake it to Jahmyr Gibbs, and now he'll drop back and fire over the middle. Oh, Thielen dropped again. His receivers are not helping him out today. That's Marvin Williams. Remember, the first pick of the day was right in Jamison Williams' hands, and he dropped it. Now firing from the 30. Caught by Laporta, and he'll shove a man to the ground and pick up the first down. Sam Laporta from tight end U. A.K.A. Iowa. Throw it over the middle. And 6 yards picked up that time. It's Marvin Jones Jr. Again, he's supposed to be wearing number 0 like Miles Sanders, but we can't offer that up the middle. Montgomery with his best run of the game to the 43. Now they're starting to run the ball just a little bit, but you got 6.5 minutes left in the game. It's like you needed that balance just a little bit earlier to keep the pass rush at bay. 1st and 10 now. Goff over the middle. Picked up Jamison Williams for 6. James, you have a feeling Madden's coming for you. Here's a throw over the middle again to Laporta. 1st down. I don't know. They're taking an awful long time to get down the field. And again, it's not a one-score game. It is still a full 2-score game. That last field goal got you up to an 11-point lead, and then, of course, the safety took it down to a 9-point lead. Here's Gibbs again to the right side of the 15. And a tackle there by Von Bell. Forgot Von Bell came over to the Panthers for you. Von Bell and Hayden Hurst coming from the Bengals to the Panthers. Offset eye, they'll throw out of it again. Max protect with the fullback and the running back in. Goff will just tuck it out, toss it out of bounds. Easy for me to say. Pressure, good pickup by the running back. He'll still get hit. Burns got through the second man to block him. 3rd and 10 now. Montgomery's not going to get it. He fumbles. He fumbles, and it's picked up by the Panthers. Brian Burns has got the football. Was he down is the question. Montgomery ran it up the middle. I think he is very much down, unfortunately for you, James. I think he had his butt and his hip and his arm all the way down. And I think this one's going to come back. Doink, doink, doink. This one's coming back. Looks like he might have tripped on his own man, Vitae, the right guard, former Eagle. Let's see what the Stripes have to say. Hello. And there's a 4th and 7. No fumble, but they do hold them to another field goal. So it's going to be 20-14, and you'll be like, oh, 14. I'm just joining you. What a nice, easy score for the Detroit Lions to have. But it's actually 4 field goals and a safety. It is not what you think here, but it's 20-14, and that does make it the 1-score game that they desperately needed to get it to 1 possession. Now with 3:30 on the clock, can Bryce Young run the perfect 4-minute drive? Get some first downs, keep the clock running. We're talking about that with the Browns. Ran 4-minute offense in training camp the other day and had a nice drive, and then Chubb broke a big run and then laid down at the 2-yard line again. Didn't score, didn't want to give the football back to the opposition. 20-14 here with 3:25. Young. And he's going to take a big sack. That's Aiden Hutchinson. 1.5 on the day for him. 7th sack for the Detroit Lions defense. Letting that clock run all the way out. Swing it right side to Thielen. He lined up in the background at Adam Thielen. 3rd and 31 because he's going to lose 5. Emmanuel Mosley on the tackle. Yeah, I'm not sure about that, Wendell. I'm not sure that that's going to happen. I like DTR a lot, but he's got a ways to go before he's at what we hope elite Deshaun Watson can be. He is a very fun story, and I'm very glad he's on our team. But if you have to see him playing for the Browns this year, that means things have not gone well. Here's a big run for Sanders on 3rd and 31. He'll pick up 15, but it's not enough, and so you're going to punt it back to the Lions, and they need a touchdown to win the game. You're going to give them under 2 minutes, and they got 2 timeouts to do it. So your 4-minute drive, ineffective there because of the big sack. That's Jamison Williams, or, excuse me, Khalif Raymond, punt returner. All right, here we go. James feels it. The rest of us are just enjoying that the game is close. And James, of course, our resident Panther mega fan, feeling sick to his stomach. Here we go. 1:46 to go. Field goal does you nothing here. They've got 2 timeouts. Burns pushes pressure, and he'll throw it short. And it's caught by Laporta, but he'll only get 5 yards. That's a win. It's because he's a big Panther fan, Wendell, and he's afraid that he's going to get Madden here. Deep throw, left side, knocked out of his hands. They tried to go to Amon-Ra St. Brown. 3rd and 5 now. 82 seconds. I can math. They try a screen and it goes nowhere, Madden. What are you doing? You can't run screens. Here we go. 4th in the game. From the 28-yard line. They'll go 5 wide. Panthers rush 4. Goff over the middle. First down. Easy catch. That's Josh Reynolds to the 46-yard line, and they got to hurry again, still with 2 timeouts remaining. Back to pass. Goff again, left side, caught right at the sticks by Laporta. They'll say 2nd and inches. They go hurry up again. Not sure why you're not using your timeouts here. Goff, right side, caught again inside the 40 to the 38. And now they do call a timeout. There you go, 1988. When did the Panthers come? Was it like 95? Something like that? 94, 95? Back to pass, Goff. Now he's going to roll. Now he'll fire it out of bounds. Smart play by Jared. 2nd and 10. They're at the 38 with 26 seconds. They have to score a touchdown. 95, thank you. With 1 timeout remaining. Goff in the pocket. Firing deep left side. End zone. Tipped! And then tipped again. Xavier Woods could have picked it off to end it. Instead, he also knocks it out of bounds. 3rd and 10 now. Goff, right side. First down to the 20, to the 15. Broken tackle! Touchdown! No, James. I'm so sorry, Marvin Jones Jr. with their playoff lives against the wall, breaks tackles from 25 yards out, and Marvin Jones Jr. into the end zone. And an all-important extra point, and Dan Campbell's not going to save his timeout. He's going to try to ice the kicker on the extra point. Oh, James, I'm so sorry. Riley Patterson's kick is up, and it is good. 21-20. Now you got Eddie Pinheiro. Can you get 30 yards in 13 seconds? Oh, they kicked it short too. The field goal, the new kick catch rules would help that. Shi Smith get down at the 26. Life sucks. Then you die. Bryce Young firing it out of bounds. What are you doing, Bryce? That doesn't help you. Eddie Pinheiro's target line is the 38. They're going to need to get a few more yards. They got 4 seconds. I think it's time to go for the Hail Mary. Maybe you'll get a gifted PI. That's the best you can hope for here. Bryce Young from his own 15. I don't think he's got 85. He'll throw it left side. Tipped and incomplete, and that's the way the cookie crumbles. Now the good news for the Panthers is that they still have a very good record now at 9-7. An opportunity to get into the playoffs is still for them. For the Lions, they had to win. Now 8-8. They had to win to stay with the Chicago Bears in the NFC North. Their only chance of getting in, much like the Browns, is to win their division. What a game. So sorry that it ended that way. That's right. Go grab a stiff drink. I don't know why I went to team stats. Player stats here in this one. Exciting game up to the finish, though, for both of these teams. For the Panthers, 25 of 36, 215, 69% completion for the rookie Bryce Young. 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. 22 for 105 for Miles Sanders. Chuba had 3 for 10. Tommy Tremble, the fullback / tight end, had 2. Chanel had 1 for 0. 8 for 56 and a touchdown, but 3 big drops for Thielen today. Chanel 6 for 65 and a touchdown. 5 for Miles Sanders, 3 for Chark, 3 for Hayden Hurst in this one. Jeremy Chin, your leading tackler with 11. 8 for Shaq Thompson, 8 for Eric Rowe. Sacks today for Derek Brown and Richard Gross-Matos, and the 2 picks were by J.C. Horn and Dante Jackson. For the Lions, 31 of 54, 329. That's 57%. 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions for Jared Goff. Montgomery just 10 for 31. Jahmyr Gibbs, the rookie, 8 for 50 in this one. 8 catches for Laporta, the rookie, also had a drop. 6 catches for Jahmyr Gibbs, also had a drop. 6 for 88, including the game winner for Marvin Jones. 5 for Jameson Williams, 2 for Reynolds, 2 for St. Brown, 1 for Brock Wright, 1 for David Montgomery. 14 tackles today for Alex Anzalone, 11 for CGJ. 1.5 sacks for Okoro, 1.5 for Hutchinson. Kaminsky got 1. GJ, Levi O, and Liam McNeil had the safety as well. But it's a tough one here in this game. The Panthers are going to lose in heartbreaking fashion with 13 seconds left. A 30-yard touchdown pass from Jared Goff to Marvin Jones gives them the 1-point lead in this one. So here's what the rest of the week looks like. Again, as I sort of look over it, trying to find games that have playoff implications. Maybe that 8-7 Jets versus Dolphins game is one that needs to be watched. That one's going to decide some things. Maybe that's what I'll do for the AFC game of the week. So anyway, Kit and I will be back with the Browns game at some point as well. Gang, we really appreciate you being on. This one was a lot of fun. Again, sorry that it went that way for you, James. We've all been there as Madden / Nagy on Sports fans. So appreciate you guys being on. Enjoy the rest of your day. Again, stay tuned to that Discord channel. We'll let you know when we're going to go live with our next games. But until then, take care of yourselves. Have a very safe and happy Thursday. My name is Phil Nagy. This channel is Nagy on Sports. Have a great rest of your day. Today we will say go Lions. And as always, go Browns.